And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here, Lucas Johnson with this MLB Show 22 Custom League. And we're starting off with a matchup between Boston and New York. I believe this is the final time that these two teams will take each other on this season here in year 2. Postseason is in 11 days, September 21st. So, yeah, we are definitely getting to the end of the road here in this season, as the Barons are 3 games behind New York right now, as we are into the quick manage, and immediately Trevor Story launches a home run off of Zack Greinke, the first swing of the game. So, you know, Boston at this point, they're 3 games behind New York. They kind of need to win this game here. This is a big game for them, and they're going to have to kind of count on, you know, New York not having a great last week of their season and them having a really good week to be able to, you know, guarantee that they can try and win this division. They're still definitely in that striking distance here, but these two teams, of course, have been just dominant for most of the year, but they've also played so many incredibly tight and close games this season. We have highlighted them over and over again. So, you know, it's been awesome, and it's been a really fun matchup to watch. And so we're going to start here, and we're just quick simming this one. It's still 1-0 game as they're in the bottom of the 4th. We saw this team have a really wild walk-off finish a couple of episodes ago. I mean, they've had like 3 or 4 walk-offs this year. It's now 1-1, so Contreras there getting a big RBI hit, as Dustin Harris is up here, and plus 12 to power versus lefties. That just keeps increasing for him. So he has slowed down since his, you know, first initial kind of couple weeks into his career. He's only batting .225 now, but still showing off the power. Still has a pretty decent OPS. I'm still been pretty impressed with what he's been able to do. Zach Plesac this year, 2.88 ERA, really good numbers for him this season. Already over 200 innings pitched this year. So he gets a big double play right there. So, still a 1-1 game. These two pitchers are going out right now. They're pitching really well. And only the 3rd hit of the game for the Boston Barons is a triple right there, but they do not score. So, still 1-1. There's a double by Ramirez. Plesac trying to get through 6 1-run innings, and he does with a strikeout right there. So, we're in the 7th inning, and it's a 1-1 tie game there. There's a hit by Dustin Harris. Okay, Zack Greinke, I don't know how much longer are they going to want him to pitch here. He gets that 2nd out, and then he gets a 3rd. So 7 1-run 4 innings for Zack Greinke tonight. That is awesome there for him. And then Zach Plesac, there's a triple by Miguel Cabrera, who's starting in this game. And we're going to hop in here. Plesac with 91 pitches, looking to complete 7 1-run innings here in a tie game, of course, between these two teams, as we look to have another classic finish between these two. I mean, the rivalry right now is really bitter between these two teams, as that is a slider outside part of the plate, swung on and missed. Big-time strikeout there, and yeah, Zach Plesac pumped up with that pitch right there, and he gets through his 7th inning. Another really solid quality start for him. 7 hits in 7 innings, and this one only allows 1 run. So now it's going to be a bullpen game probably from here on out. Devin Smeltzer is the first one out of the New York bullpen, and you know, he's been alright this year. 4.55 ERA, 81 strikeouts, 37 walks, 257 average against righties, 245 against lefties. So his numbers this year have been, you know, not amazing, as, you know, he's not been absolutely dreadful, but now that's a pop-up here in the infield. Shattered bat for that hitter who had only 2 at-bats previously this season. So I believe, you know, a September call-up that hasn't gotten a lot of playing time at all. Trevor Story is up here. Had his 27th home run of the season in his first at-bat of the game. That was the first run of the game for Boston. They haven't scored since, but he's going to get a base hit here. Story into right, and that is going to be a 1-out single. So 1 out here, man on now for Kevin Biggio, and Story trying to steal second base, and he gets into second base. So good stolen base here. You know, with the lefty pitcher, that's tough. Not really that great of a jump, honestly, by Story, but he has the speed to kind of make that up. So now Biggio here with the man in scoring position as that ball is on the corner for strike 3. Really good pitch by Devin Smeltzer, high and up in the zone. That was a fantastic pitch right there. And now there's 2 down. So Kyle Tucker is at the dish here, and he's going to take a slider just inside. Tucker with that triple earlier in the game at 882 OPS, 30 home runs, nearing 100 RBIs already on the season. How about RBI number 98 right here? How huge would that be? As Smeltzer goes for the 0-1, and that one misses as well. A couple of really close pitches. Tucker with a 222 average with runners in scoring position this season. It's not bad. 2-2 pitch. It's a slow chopper to Vargas. He's got it. Throws it to second base in time for the out. So that average going down for Kyle Tucker. And we are going to the bottom of the 8th. Still tied at 1. Yelich, Ramirez, Judge. 1, 2, 3 coming up here for New York. With Alex Cobb coming out of the bullpen. And he started a little bit this season for Boston. Moved to the long relief for 170 innings this year. 4.34 ERA. And Christian Yelich begins the inning off. 287 average for him and 920 OPS this year. 24 bombs as a leadoff hitter. A lot for him there. 0-2 pitch to him from Cobb. That's a swing. That's a drive. Deep to right field. Fan meter at the wall, and it's gone! Christian Yelich into Homer's Landing with his 25th of the year. And New York takes the lead in the 8th inning, 2-1. Man, Christian Yelich resurgence for him in the last couple of seasons in this franchise. 395 feet, big time bomb. New York has the lead in the 8th inning here now. Man, and the game just flips completely on that one swing as Aaron Judge is at the plate. He's got 38 bombs and 105 RBIs this year. Man, that's still an incredible swing there. Christian Yelich, 25 home runs as a leadoff hitter is incredible. As that's a ground ball stopped by Cobb and over to first base in time. So he does get Judge there for that big out. And now Austin Riley comes up. And Austin Riley's got 37 homers as well. 2 for 3 game today. They might have 2 40 home run guys right there in Judge and Riley by the time this season is all wrapped up. As that is an outside, a sinker that misses. And so this inning not over. I mean, you know, 1-run lead is not safe in a rivalry game like this one here. So trying to add on, William Contreras is up to the plate to do just that right now. 1-2. That ball is in the dirt, kicks away from Kirk. And trying to go to second. And not being able to get there is Austin Riley. He's thrown out at second base. Okay. That is how the 8th inning ends, but not before. Christian Yelich makes this a 1-run lead for the Honey Badgers with a monster swing into right field. So Andrew Kittredge traded for him at the trade deadline. 40 of 46 on save opportunities. Don't know what his numbers were exactly when the trade happened, but a 2.87 ERA for him. Doesn't walk anybody. I mean, he has been very, very good this year, and he's taken over as this team's premier closing pitcher here as Luis Urias is going to drive that one into center field. That is going to be a hit here, and Urias has had some big swings in this, you know, in these contests between these two teams this season. He's had a walk-off this year, actually, between these two teams, as he took that ball that was at his knees and hit it back up the middle. Pretty good swing, actually, as Julio Pablo Martinez comes on to pinch run for him. So Pablo Martinez does have 87 speed, and with him at first base, he's obviously a steal threat. Alejandro Kirk at the dish for Boston now, as that ball misses inside. Kirk with a over 300 batting average this year and 865 OPS. For him, he's had an awesome season. And now that one is missed again, basically the same spot. I mean, inside corner as well for that pitch. And now it's 3-0. Now he got a strike back in the zone. 3-1, and that one is inside. Slider that time. So could not locate on the inside corner of the plate, and a little bit of trouble here for Andrew Kittredge. He's got a hit and a walk to begin this inning for now Dustin Harris coming up. And they're telling me it's a sacrifice bunt situation, as that one is far inside, and Adam Hayes gets it. I don't think his first name is Adam, but anyway, Hayes gets it there, the catcher, and they're going to move up. Each base runner moves up an extra 90 feet. So that was basically a bunt, but you don't even get an out there. So now it's first and second. That's a slow roller to Ramirez, and he's not going to go home with it. He just decides to go to first and get the out. And I don't think he would have got the runner at home there at all. So Boston will tie the game on an infield grounder. Just too slow of a roller to be able to have a chance at the plate. And, I mean, sometimes that's all you need. Now Darren Ruff is at the plate here, and he can take the lead with a swing of his bat right now. So Kittredge blows the save. Can he at least keep the game tied? That's a ground ball to second base, and that is the second out of the inning. So 2 down now, the man at third base here, and so a single would be able to score downhitter Kirk Easy with Josh Van Meter coming up. An 18 OPS for Van Meter this year, 275 batting average. As Kittredge comes set. First pitch to him is a ground ball. That one is going to get through into right field. Josh Van Meter. Watch the home run in the last inning go over his head. He's responsible for giving Boston the lead back here now in the 9th inning. Takes that slider. I mean, it's a miss in location by Kittredge there. That slider cut away too much of the plate, and Van Meter takes advantage. Huge swing right there as Boston goes out in front, and another back and forth late inning affair, and Andrew Kittredge is going to have to be taken out of the game after he gives up another hit here. Justin Steele comes out of the bullpen now, and he's had a pretty decent season, 164 innings this year, a 4.11 ERA. But, I mean, Boston sees the lead, or they have the lead at first in this game. New York takes it in the bottom of the inning, and now going into the 9th, 2 runs for the Barons. And now they're 3 outs away from sealing this victory here and come from behind fashion. And to do it and to get the save is David Bednar, one of the best closers in all of baseball, back-to-back. I mean, looking for back-to-back reliever of the year awards this year. 45 out of 47 in save opportunities. 2.47 ERA. I mean, that's just ridiculous numbers for him there, as that is a splitter. Swung on and missed. I mean, David Bednar, you just don't want to see this guy such a weapon. I mean, I think, he's going to be he's up there for reliever of the year. That's a swing and a miss now on that splitter. And, I mean, that was a filthy pitch right there. Down below the knees and inside a little bit too to him, and just had no shot. I mean, that gives you a lot of confidence when Bednar can come in there and get a strikeout right away. Now Eric Haas is at the plate. He's over 3 in this game, and he's going to swing and miss. Man, that splitter. Unhittable. He gets a couple of strikeouts now off of that pitch, and Bednar is 1 out away from sealing the deal for Boston as we see this pitch sequence once more. And that second pitch, that second splitter was hittable. You got to take advantage when he throws anything in the zone that is hittable, because he's not going to do it very often. That's a line drive, and it's caught at third base, and that ends the game. So David Bednar gets save number 46 this year, and Boston wins here in this one on the road in New York, 3-2. So they lose. I mean, they get the lead goes to New York in that whole run in the bottom of the 8th, and then they come back with 2 in the 9th. So not a walk-off in this one, but still runs in the last frame of the game, and another really crazy and close finish here in this game between these two teams. So another, just another reason for these two to really dislike each other. I have to look at this. I wonder how, this has been split up, and how, who has won the most games between these two teams this season. As you see the pitching there, Story with that home run number 27 for him on the year. But Zach Plesac, 7 hits. 1 run. Really good stuff for him. Cobb did give up a run, though, in the 8th inning, but Bednar shut the door. And for New York, big home run by Christian Yelich. Austin Riley had RBI number 92 on the season for him. Cabrera had a triple. Oh, okay. 3rd of the year for him. That's interesting. I wonder where he hit that to be able to get a triple. Zach Greinke had a absolutely fantastic start. 7 innings, 4 hits, only 1 earned run, no walks, and only a couple of strikeouts. He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts anymore, but man, he has been putting together an awesome season. And Kittredge, though, blew that save and gives up 2 runs. The ERA goes from, below like 2.86 to over 3 after that outing for him. So not a good appearance there. But a big win for Boston. Keeps them kind of in that conversation for that division right now. They have 87 wins now in the season after that game. And 1 step closer to at least clinching a playoff spot in general here. As we go to this game between the Millers and the Sluggers now. And, let's talk about the Sluggers having the first wildcard spot basically in hand for almost the entire season. This has not been a good month for them, though. They suffered a 4-game losing streak here in this month. They lost a 3 out of 4 to Kansas City to end this month. And they've only had a handful of wins. They lost a series to Nashville. They got swept by Indianapolis. And they got swept. They just lost 3 out of 4 from the Stars, who is a team that is fighting right now for their playoff lives as well. So, losing 3 out of 4 to them was a monster blow to their playoff chances, and now they're in danger of not even making it here. They're only 80 and 72. The Millers, on the flip side, have been one of the best teams in baseball in the month of September. They've only lost 5 games in this month. They had a week of winning in, September here, a 6-game winning streak right there. And they are on another winning streak right now. They've won their last 3 in a row. So they are one of the hottest teams in baseball right now. And the Sluggers are one of the teams that is, hitting a rough patch at the worst possible time. And so there's the division there. Rattlers and Sharks tied at the top of this division. The Cardinals right now with a 2-game lead in the National League East with 80 wins. The Stars 78 and 76. I mean, that for them to win that, 3 out of 4 against the Sluggers, they absolutely needed to do that. But yeah, now these 2 teams tied for this top wildcard spot, and there's a lot of teams there. 2.5 back, 3 games back. Certainly not out of the conversation with, still 11 games to go. This is an absolutely monster series, suffice it to say, for both of these teams, and especially for the Millers. And look at the Raptors. The Raptors, they've won 5 in a row. They're 9-1 their last 10 games, and all of a sudden, they're only 4 games behind the Dragons and have 82 wins. So, the Raptors, they won this division last year. They were the best team in the American League a season ago. They're looking to get back to the playoffs again with a fantastic stretch of play right now. The Diablos have already clinched this division. They're 14 games ahead of the Reapers. So they are the only team right now to clinch a playoff spot at the moment. And they've already clinched the division here with, a little over a week left of the season there with, 90 wins already on the year. But huge games between these 2 teams now. Biggest series of the year for these 2, and especially for St. Louis, to try and turn the tide of what has been a really rough month for them this year. They've been playing some, teams that are right there in the mix for the playoffs, and they haven't been able to beat a lot of these teams. And this would be a huge disappointment for them to miss out on the postseason. Kansas City is, by the way, very close to clinching the NL Central. They have 92 wins right now. They're 11.5 games ahead. So I think, honestly, they might, because this is a divisional game, I think, they might actually be able to clinch this division, depending on how this game shakes out. They might be able to clinch here after this game is over. So, yeah, the Millers are definitely going to, the Monarchs are definitely going to be in the playoffs. Luis Ariz, though, 300 average. That's 5th in the National League this year. But, yeah, the Monarchs definitely going to be in the playoffs and probably going to be the #1 seed in the National League this year in the postseason. But that's a ground ball by Arias, and now we're going to look at this lineup. So we got him at the top there. Gavin Sheets to the 270 average, batting number 2. Fernando Tatis in the MVP conversation, batting 3rd. Chris Bryant, Tilly Ramos, AJ Pollock, Henry Suarez, Jonathan India, and then Tom Murphy as well. So, like this lineup, it's a strong batting order, and they've been playing really well here recently. A lot of power in this lineup. They were one of the best teams in terms of hitting home runs this season. It was Fernando on deck. 43 homers, 130 RBIs for him this year, leading the league in both of those categories, both home runs and RBIs, as that's going to be a ground ball here, and that one is into the gap, and that's extra bases for Gavin Sheets. 31st double of the season for him, and he's been hitting really well. He's having some good increases in his attributes right now. He's having +6s, +7s in some of these attributes, so he's been, very solid guy there at the top of this order. And here's Fernando Tatis. Now, as he's going to swing and hit this ball deep into the gap here, and that is gone! Fernando launches 44th of the year. Didn't really look like it was going to go out at first, but it just kept carrying, and the Millers take a 2-0 lead here in the first inning. Off of Yu Darvish, who has been very, very good this season for St. Louis, and Fernando Tatis, he's wanting to get his first MVP of his career, and the thing that might hold him back is his average is, it's really good, but there are some guys in the National League that have a better average, and that might contribute to them having a better OPS by the time the season is over. But Chris Bryant has also been a big part of this. He's 17, has a 17-game hitting streak, but has a 294 batting average this year. So completely out of nowhere, Chris Bryant is having like a career season right now. This is the best numbers he's put up since 2016. So did not expect Chris Bryant to do anything like this season, and that has been a big reason, I think, for the Millers and their success this season. He's been a big part of this team, just launching into the conversation as one of the better teams in the league here, as you see this pitch sequence. And yeah, that was a really good slider there by Darvish, who's trying to recover after that home run. Here's Julio Ramos, 265 average, a 787 OPS for him, 11 homers and 43 RBIs. Those are good numbers, pretty solid stuff for him, as he was kind of in a platoon role in the beginning of the year, has started a lot more recently. That's a high fastball swung on and missed. So Yu Darvish does get a couple of strikeouts there in the bottom half of the first inning, or the top of the first, but a home run by Fernando Tatis makes it 2-0 Minneapolis. So on the mound in this game for the Millers is Wildcard Kim. That first name, I can't really see that right there, but 30 starts for Kim this year, and he's been pretty good. 3.59 ERA. Kwon Hum Kim is his name here. So Brian Anderson leading off for St. Louis, and that's a ground ball stopped and thrown over to first base in time. So Kim is a really good, 3 or 4 starter in this rotation for the Millers. And let's look at this lineup. This is not really the reason this team, I don't know what they've been doing recently with this batting order, but Brian Anderson, Wheeler Rodriguez, Giancarlo Stanton has been awesome this year, Matt Olson, Brandon Rodgers, Harrison Bader, Michael Conforto, Justin Turner, and then Mitch Garver at the bottom. And Giancarlo Stanton this year, 308 average, an 867 OPS, 38 bombs, and 104 RBIs. Third in the NL in OPS. He has been absolutely fantastic this year, and he's going to swing at this 2-0. He hits it well into the gap and deep. Still backing up is the left fielder, and it's gone! Over his glove, and Stan launches. That ball is gone. Stan with his 39th of the year, and the Sluggers are on the scoreboard here in the first inning as well. It is a 2-1 game. So Stanton just continues to, hit the ball incredibly hard, and he's in the MVP conversation right now, honestly, with what he's been doing this year. 379 feet on the distance there. I believe Gavin Sheets is in left field for this team, but he could not get there in time. It might actually be Chris Bryant, too, as into foul territory. That is caught. Gavin Jeets is the first baseman on this team, actually, I believe. But Stanton with the home run. And the Millers down 1-2 here after the first inning. So both teams with a home run in the first.
Leading off for
so here's A.J. Pollock, and he's been pretty bad against righties. I mean, a 209 batting average. So only batting 232 overall this season. And, you know, the power for him has been pretty good. Actually even better than last year for him. But, you know, he led the team in RBIs last season. So that kind of tells you, you know, how much more improved this offense is really from last year to this season. That's a ground ball. That one's down the line, and it's because of the shift. Nobody's over there. And so all the way up to second base goes A.J. Pollock, and he's safe. So that's a double. Only his 13th double of the year. That is one area that he's kind of struggling in. Not a lot of doubles for him this year. That's a fly ball, though. Harrison Bader is at the wall, nearing the wall there. Catches it, tagging from second. Going up to third base is A.J. Pollock. So he is now 90 feet away as Jonathan India comes to the plate. And he has hit really poorly at home. They're 185 average at home. Okay, those splits are interesting there. 243 average overall, 13 home runs, and 39 RBIs for him. That's a fly ball, and into center field, and this might be deep enough. Catch is made. Stan throwing it into the infield here, and they're gonna get him out! Mitch Garver, I mean, throwing his arms behind him, and is actually able to tag A.J. Pollock going home. Pretty solid throw on a hop to Mitch Garver in the outfield there from Harrison Bader, and good tag by Mitch Garver gets the out. So an interesting start to this game, and here he is, Harrison Bader. And he struggled offensively this year, only batting 232, below 700 OPS, as a 1-2 pitch. You're swinging out in front of that slider for the strikeout. I don't really know why some of the players on this team have like really bright blue gloves. It just doesn't really make sense. Like it doesn't fit with all with the rest of the uniform there. And I don't think it's what I made this team have, you know, when I created these jerseys. But either way, that's a big swing and a miss there. And, you know, Harrison Bader is going to be a free agent at the end of the year. So that is something to monitor. We'll probably not want to bring him back. St. Louis is probably going to look for another outfielder, maybe in free agency, maybe through a trade. We'll see. But, yeah, I mean, Harrison Bader is really good defensively. Just, you can probably try to find a better offensive outfielder for you. As that's a swing and a miss there, as Yu Darvish gets a strikeout here to end the top of the third inning. And he's been pitching pretty well since that home run by Fernando, as it's still a 2-1 game. So go bottom three. Here's Mitch Garver, 237 average, 757 OPS. So the average is already down for him compared to where it was last year, but he's still hitting the ball pretty well. He's still got a lot of power in his bat, and has been overall pretty decent. You know, especially for a catcher, you don't expect a ton offensively there in that position. That's a swing and a miss there. Kim really fools him with a fastball way inside for the strikeout. Here's Matt Olson now, and he's going to take a fastball there at the knees. And Matt Olson this year, basically an 800 OPS for him, 27 homers and 87 RBIs. He's had a good year. That's a ground ball to first base. And they're going to go to the pitcher there, Kim covering, and that is an easy ground out there. So both teams don't get anything going in the second or the third innings here as we go on to the fourth. So Fernando is back up, and a 965 OPS, so he's getting on base pretty well. Also, that's a swing and a miss there. Cutter way outside to Fernando, and he swings through it. Darby gets another strikeout, and that's, I think, 4 or 5 for him or now in this game. As that's a ground ball to first, and Olsen secures it and goes to the bag. So another 0 there put up by Kim here. As we go bottom 4, or another 0 put up by Yu Darvish, I should say. As here's Michael Conforto. And 1 for 1 on the day. Conforto 261 average this year, 785 OPS. 19 homers and 57 RBIs. That's honestly very solid numbers, pretty much what they expected to get from him when they signed him in the offseason, as that is a swing and a miss. So the count will move to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And what does Kim come with here, who's been pretty solid since the home run, as that's a swing and a miss. Inside fastball, and Kim is not going to blow you away, only 90 miles an hour on that fastball, but I mean, I think Conforto was a bit late on that pitch, and he's a pitch to contact kind of guy, but this has been a good last, few innings for Kim here, as he's got Justin Turner up now. Justin Turner this year has been very, very good. A 789 OPS, 22 homers, and 59 RBIs. Really, this signing for St. Louis has worked out very well for them to bring him in. As that's a shallow fly ball, and it's caught by Pollock there. Ian Wright. That one was the fly ball sinking there, and he catches it really close to the ground. So now we go to the top of the 5th. That's a cutter on the corner to Pollock for the 3rd strike. Really good location there by Darvish on the corner. Fantastic pitch. As you get to see where it is on the strike zone there. Just catching the outside part of the zone. So Suarez now at the plate here. He's going to swing and drive this cutter into left. Stanton is at the wall. He leaps up and he can't bring it back. That ball is gone. Home run for Eugenio Suarez. It's his 19th of the year. And the Millers are going to go back up by 2, 3-1. So, big swing by Suarez there. Yeah, cutter right down the middle of the plate there. And Suarez watches it. So, 333 feet on the distance here, as you'll see on this one. So, not a very super far home run down the line. But still a good hit by Suarez, and that one just over the glove of Stanton there. As that's a fly ball, and Harrison Bader has it underneath it there to make the catch. So halfway home in this game now, and Eugenio Suarez. Big time swing, and a 2-run lead again for Minneapolis. So it'll be Garver, then back up to the top of the order here. 0-2 pitch to Mitch is a line drive. That one is going to fall in to left field on a hop. So Garver's got himself a hit here. He's on to begin the bottom of the 5th inning, trying to get something going against Kim. Haven't had much going against him since the 1st inning, as that's a slider on the corner. And, I mean, that's a fantastic pitch. He's been calling that pitch consistently in this game. A similar pitch to what we saw the strikeout looking in the top of the inning by Darvish there. Slider right on the corner. I mean, just what are you going to do with that pitch, man? It's just such a good location, as Stanton will come back up again. Stanton 2 for 2 on the night. And that's a fly ball into left. And Bryant is at the wall, and that ball is gone! Number 40 on the season for Giancarlo Stanton, his 2nd of the game. And we are tied at 3. 3 for 3 game now for Stan. He's doing all the damage for St. Louis in this one so far. And, I mean, this guy just an incredible year. I mean, this is, he's always been known as a great power hitter. This is, this is kind of the numbers that he was putting up with Miami. And, pretty kind of early on in his career. That's a fly ball into center, and it's caught to end the 5th inning. But Stan, multi-homer game, 3-hit night already. The Slurs have 7 hits in this one. Kim might be out of this game here after that inning right there. We'll see if they let him pitch the 6th. But now a tying game as we go top of the 6th inning, and Luis Arias there. That average might drop below 300 if he can't get a hit here. Ground ball stopped by Rogers, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. Olsen couldn't get that one, and that's going to be an error by Rogers, and that is actually going to be the hook for Yu Darvish. So that runner, if he does score, is not going to be charged to Yu Darvish here. That would be an unearned run. But Yu Darvish, 5 pretty solid innings here. Gave up a couple of home runs in this start as Aaron Ashe would come out of the bullpen, and he's been good. He was kind of struggled in the last time that we saw him, though, I think. But 115 innings this year, 2.66 ERA on 115 strikeouts to 45 walks. He's been very, very good, and this is really his first full season in the majors this year. He's only 25 years old. That is a fly ball, though, into right field, and that one lands and falls in as going to second and third here. That's a double for Gavin Sheets, his second of the game, 32nd of the year now, and Jonathan India's won the offense to continue to eat. I mean, this is an offense that can start pouring it on you really quickly. An offense has got a lot of just talent from top to bottom, and a lot of guys that can, I mean, they're in the danger zone here with this batting order. They don't want to face Fernando with the bag open. That makes a lot of sense there. As, I mean, Chris Bryant, though, has been very good this season, so this is not going to be an easy at-bat at all for him. Walked in the 4th inning, his last plate appearance here, and now he's got the bases loaded. So, biggest spot of the game right now, I would say for sure, with Chris Bryant at the plate as that pitch misses. And Chris Bryant this season, wow, really good with front of the swing position. That's probably the reason he's got, you know, such a good stat line, 308 average there. So here's a 2-0 as that's a swing and a ball hit well deep in the right field, and it's a no-doubter for Chris Bryant. A grand slam. 23rd of the year for Chris Bryant. And what a season he has put together this year. And that is a 4-run lead for the Millers, just like that. Wow, what a swing right here by Chris Bryant. That average with runners in scoring position just went up even more. Wow, 413-foot blast into right field, into the seats out there. That's, I mean, that's a far home run into those seats out there over the bullpen as David Price comes out of the game for the Sluggers. A disastrous outing by Aaron Ashby. David Price put out really good numbers for him this season, 106 innings, a 3.22 ERA. But wow, 7-3 games, swing and a miss there. That's a strikeout. And that is home run number 3 in this one for the Millers, and the 5th home run that we've seen overall between these two teams. So, I mean, a huge moment right there. That might be the first Grand Slam that we've actually seen this season that I've called. Maybe not the first, but swing and a miss there. David Price has come out of the bullpen and gotten back-to-back strikeouts here. And that was a filthy pitch right there. So, big couple of first outs as Suarez comes up. Homered his last time up. And a 2-1 now. Now he's going to drive this one into left. And that ball is crushed. Suarez leaves the yard again. He's got a 2-homer game. 20th of the year for him. And it's an 8-3 lead for the Millers, who have opened it up here in the 6th inning. And, I mean, this team, they're one of the best teams at hitting bombs for a reason, and you're seeing it right now on full display in this game. Their 4th homer of the night, and another guy with multiple home runs in this game now, with between him and Sixto Sanchez comes up, 141 innings at 3.81 ERA, between him and Stan now. That's Michael Conforto swing and missing. So the 3rd pitcher of this inning for the Millers here. Actually, now we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. So this is Sixto Sanchez relieving Hassan Kim there. A couple of changeups that were definitely in hittable locations there. Only threw changeups in that at bat, and Michael Conforto wasn't able to do anything with them. But Sixto Sanchez was really bad last year for the Millers. But he's been mostly the long reliever this season for this team. Started out, he played some time in the minors this year, actually, also. And he's actually been very solid this season, really good numbers. So I'm proud of what he's been able to do and the development that he's had this year for sure. So we're in the bottom of the 7th inning now. 5-run game. You got to get something going here in these next couple of innings if you want to have any sort of a shot at winning this game right now, as that's a line drive down the line. And a base hit here as Sixto gives up that one, and Brian Anderson with a hit down the line and over the head of the third baseman there. So now man on for Julio Rodriguez as that changeup misses. Wheeler this year, 254 average, is 792 OPS, 27 homers, 88 RBIs. Good numbers for him. Very, very solid season in his, sophomore campaign. As he's going to swing and drive this one now into right field. And that one is down the line and gone. Another home run in this game. Third homer now for the Sluggers tonight. Rodriguez with home run number 28 on the year. And it is an 8-5 ball game here now in the 7th. So they will inch their way closer. They do get a couple of runs in this inning. That was absolutely necessary for them to have a shot in this one. 387 feet down the, not really down the line there in right field. But now it's Giancarlo Stanton. And you know what he's done in this game so far today. 3 for 3 tonight. 3 RBIs. Couple of home runs, getting the homer number 40 for him on the season. 1 and 2 Sanchez ahead on the count here, and that's a swing and a drive. This one into left center field. Those outfielders are not moving because that ball is gone. Third home run of the game for Giancarlo Stanton. 421 feet. That's his longest of the night yet. And he's looking to try and cement himself in that MVP conversation this year. How about this game for him? 3 homers, 5 ribbies, and a 4 for 4 game so far tonight. Wow, that was absolutely crushed. 421 feet there with that ball. And now Chris Martin's going to come out of the bullpen. And he's been very good this year. A little bit of it's a little bit of walking issues there with, 3.81 ERA, 22 walks, but the averages against are really, really low there. 200 average against lefties this season is really, really good. There's a fly ball. Watch out, catcher. In the bullpen there. Okay. It is caught by Gavin Sheets, but a 3-run inning there for the Sluggers. That keeps them in it here for sure. And just a home run parade in this game. I mean, seriously. Giancarlo Stanton, though. Seriously, this is like an MVP type performance today for him. 3 home runs. Really, really crazy. First time that we've, I thought I called a game with a guy that had 3 home runs as Ryan Tepper comes out of the bullpen. And he's struggled this year for sure. 4.53 ERA, was moved out of the closer role because he had blown 10 saves really early in the season. That's a fly ball, and that is caught there down the line. So Tepper will get a good inning there. And that's a big 0. Keeps the game at only a 2-run deficit with Liam Hendricks coming out of the bullpen. And Hendricks so far this year, 29.2 innings, 3.94 ERA, 36 strikeouts to 6 walks, a 250 average against righties, 240 against lefties. Those are really solid numbers, a lot better than last year. He definitely struggled last season in this team's bullpen, but this year he has been pretty solid. As it's a full count here, Michael Conforto at the plate. That's a fly ball into right, and Pollock at the wall, and he reaches up and makes the catch. Good play there by A.J. Pollock there at the wall. And I thought that one was going to bounce off of it there at first. Not great camera work here. You can't really even see the ball go into the glove, but yeah, he leaves his feet, so he had to jump up there and make that catch. Now Justin Turner at the dish here, and the 0-2, that's a swing and a miss. Fastball way high in the zone, near his eyes there, and you're not hitting that pitch at all, so that's a big 0, big hole there by Liam Hendricks. And so we'll go to the 9th inning now. The Millers looking to add maybe some more insurance onto this game as Joe Barlow comes out. Joe Barlow, really good numbers this year. 41.1 innings, a 1.96 ERA, 42 strikeouts, only 15 walks. 233 average against righties, 163 against lefties. That average against lefties is unbelievable there. As that's a slider swung on and missed by Jonathan India, who is 0 for 3 in this game. Has one of the few guys to not really do anything in this one for either team. 0-2. Now he's going to swing and miss at that four-seamer there. And you know what? Joe Barlow has been this team's best reliever all season. I know they got Kenley Jansen, but in terms of guys that started on this roster at the beginning of the year, Joe Barlow has been this team's best relief pitcher. As it is, there's a walk though, so the inning will continue for Luis Arias, who is 0 for 4. And an 0-1, that's a ground ball, and that one gets on through. I mean, you can probably count on, you know, it's only really a handful of times that Luis Arias has gone 0 for 5 in a game. I mean, that's just the type of hitter he is. As now it's Gavin Sheets at the plate, and Gavin Sheets, oh my, deep to center field, he launches, 3-run homer, and that home run puts the game out of reach a little bit, maybe 35 on the year now for Gavin Sheets, and unbelievable, man. This team, the power on this team is just off the charts, and it's now a 5-run lead, just like that again for the Millers. I mean, this is insane. How many home runs have we seen this team launch in this game? They've seen 2 from Suarez, the grand slam by Bryant, that home run there by Gavin Sheets. I mean, we've seen 4 bombs in this one by the Millers. So this team, they just have so much power in this lineup, and now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. here. And that's a slider. Uh-oh, missing location. You can't do that. As, yeah, guess what? That ball is gone. Unbelievable. Second of the game now for Fernando Tatis Jr. Number 45 on the year for him. 5th of the game for the Millers. And he's the second guy now with the multiple home runs tonight. The third guy with multiple home runs between these two teams in this bowl game. And it's 12-6. So you get 3 runs off of Joe Barlow, and now Jose Cisnero comes in there, and he gives up a home run. I mean, just nobody in this bullpen right now doing anything for St. Louis. That is a disaster of a bullpen performance. Here's Stan trying to get homer number 4 in this game, but he cannot do it. He's going to be out there, swinging and missing, getting a strikeout. The only time he doesn't get a hit in this one. So that was a wild game there. The Millers end up winning this one off the back of just a ton of homers. And yeah, I mean, the team rankings, whenever we're going to be able to show you that. But I mean, this team, man, they have so much power in this lineup, and they just hit a parade of home runs in this game. I mean, the St. Louis Sluggers had 4 in this one, so they had a lot of home runs too, but 3 there by Stan. I mean, seriously, he is going to be in that conversation. I mean, and for MVP, 313 batting average, 441 homers, now 108 RBIs. So Rodriguez also had a 2-run homer as well, but yeah, 5 runs in the 6th for Minneapolis, 4 in the 9th there. And, you know, for St. Louis, I mean, this lineup is good. This lineup is very strong. I don't think that's really my issue with this team. It's just their pitching has definitely started to struggle, and their bullpen has been pretty inconsistent all year. I mean, there's a reason that they were so desperate to get a guy like Kenley Jansen at the trade deadline. You know, Yu Darvish, not amazing numbers. 5 innings, 3 earned runs, 1 of them unearned. But Aaron Ashby was bad in that start, didn't even get an out, and gave up 3 runs. David Price gave up an unearned run, actually, there as well. Joe Barlow gave up 3 runs in 0.2 innings. Cisnero gave up another run. So the bullpen in this game, Ryan Tepera was the only guy to not give up a run at all. So the bullpen in this game for St. Louis was absolutely dreadful and awful. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bombs by the Millers in this game. That's ridiculous. My gosh, 11 home runs total between these two teams. So that is wild. I mean, this team just so many guys that can just hit bombs. I mean, that's, you know, look at all the home run, you know, guys are over 20 home runs now. Suarez has up to 20. I mean, almost everybody in this batting order has at least 20 home runs this year. That is just a crazy stat line there. And Tatis, 45 bombs now, 133 RBIs. Suarez up to 68 RBIs. Suarez and Bryant, or Sheets and Bryant, they're up to 84 ribbies. And Kim gets the win in this one. Actually, a pretty solid start for him. 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Sanchez there does give up 3 runs, earned in 1.1 innings, but Martin and Hendricks do their jobs and end up getting, 1.1 scoreless innings there. So that's another loss for the Sluggers, and they just cannot afford to lose that series. So we are only 8 days away from the postseason, and now we have an important matchup here. We showed you how good the Raptors have been in the month. They have been so good in this month of September, and they are now creeping up on the division race even. But they're looking to try to get back to the postseason, and the Scorpions are one of those teams that is right next to them there in this wildcard race. This is a huge series for the Scorpions, suffice it to say, here. And this is a premier matchup. This is, we're getting the show treatment here. This is a premier game here as Seattle 83-72, the Scorpions 81-74 on the season here, as these two teams fighting for their playoff lives right now. As we get to see a look at the standings update there, the Los Angeles, the Dragons are 3.5 ahead of Seattle at the moment. And in terms of the wild card there, Boston probably is going to be really good shape to get that wild card spot there, but Seattle is 2 games ahead of Phoenix for that last spot. Vancouver is 3.5 back. Houston is not eliminated yet. Neither is OKC, actually, but OKC is basically eliminated. I mean, they are 7 games back with 8 games left in the season. But the other Reapers are not completely out of it yet either, but it would have to take a lot for them to get to the playoffs. Tyler Glasnow comes on out at 2.896 ERA and 185 innings this year, 199 strikeouts for him on the season also. So he's been very good for Phoenix. Has been, ace material and ace caliber starting pitcher for them this year. As Phoenix, this has been a big turnaround for them. They were not a great team last year. They had a losing record a year ago, and right now they're 5.5 back of the Central, 2 back of the wild card. But this is an improvement. I mean, they want to make the playoffs, obviously, this season. That is a 4-seamer on the corner for a strikeout, and for Tyler Glasnow, that's his 200th of the season for him. Number 200. It's been the second straight year for him that he's had at least 200 strikeouts. So really big milestone there for Tyler Glasnow on the year, as that is a throw over to first base for the out. But, I mean, Seattle, what has been the key to their success here in the last month of the season? Well, this batting order has really turned it around. They're 15th in the AL in stolen bases, but Lane Thomas has been very good. Dana Bogarts has been great. Soto has been very good. Teoscar Hernandez, Jared Wallace, Travis Gironod, Nick Solak, Yandy Diaz, and Gio Urshela. This is just a strong pitching rotation as well, strong lineup. And, I was surprised at how slow they started this year. I thought that this was going to be one of the better teams in baseball this season. And it kind of hasn't really worked out that way, but they have certainly found their rhythm. And Logan Webb has been fantastic this year. He's been their ace that they've been wanting and needing. And he has not gotten injured. He got injured in the last month of the season. He wasn't even able to pitch in the playoffs. But a 3.1 ERA for him, 176 strikeouts, and a 1.14 whip there. So he's been awesome. Wander Franco, first on the team with the average there at 297 there, and 833 OPS for him as well. He has been very good. But yeah, Seattle, I think that their pitching has really caught fire here in the last month of the season. And their offense, which was strong pretty much all year, they got Teoscar Hernandez to improve that batting order. And their offense right now is just really hitting very well, and is, a lot of guys on hot streaks there in this offense right now for them. As we get to see the Scorpions lineup, and what has been the key to their turnaround, I think it's been, Wander Franco's been very good, Nathaniel Lau has been good, Semien has been good, Hunter Renfroe, 35 home runs, leads the team, Alec Boehm, Robert Newstrom, Tyler Taylor, Jorge Alfaro, and Adam Hazley. Jorge Alfaro and Adam Hazley were guys, they didn't have Alfaro, obviously, at the start of the season. That was somehow a ball, okay. Now, Marcus Semien, 26 home runs, 90 RBIs on this team. He's second in RBIs on the team this year. He's had a pretty good season. The average is going to be what it is going to be. This is kind of the 230s, 240s is what his average has been, in his career for the last few seasons. But he does get he does get a lot of homers. He does get a lot of RBIs as we go to the top of the second. And here's Jared Walsh, career high in RBIs for him, or home runs, excuse me, for him this year, 283 average. He's been fantastic. Ahead in the count here, 3-1, as that's a fly ball, and it's into left, and it's off of the glove of the outfielder, and is gone. Wow, I've never seen that before. Robert Newstrom was trying to catch this, and it bounces off of his glove and goes over the wall for a homer. So, wow, we got to see this again. Watch what happens here. Yeah, he goes up to try and rob it. I mean, that would have been a home run, you know, if he doesn't catch it here. But he has it. Oh, it hits off of the very top of his glove. And then it just ends up going over the fence. So, that's a pretty wild play. I've actually never seen that before in this game. It's a home run for Jared Walsh there, and actually didn't see how many he has on the season now with that swing. But Travis Giannott is at the plate, 234 batting average this year. He's going to swing and miss right through a 4-seam fastball there down the middle, and Glasnow gets his second strikeout of the game. Now it's Nick Solak, and Nick Solak, as that pitch is, this umpire has been missed a couple of bad calls already. Okay, but Nick Solak, 22 home runs, 66 RBIs, career high in homers this year, and he has been just fantastic. As, man, Glasnow does not get the call on that pitch either. And that's a 4-seam fastball in the outfield. And the center fielder here is there, makes the catch. I believe, who is in the center field for this team, actually? I don't know. It's either, I'm trying to find, it's either Tyron Taylor or, who is their other outfielder? I don't even remember right now. Or Hunter Renfroe. I think Hunter Renfroe is in right field, though. But either way, Hunter Renfroe this season, he has been a key to, I think, this team kind of turning around their fortune. Say he's 265 average, 5th in the NL in RBIs, 35 home runs this year also. So he has been just fantastic this year for Phoenix. And that's a ground ball, stopped at third base, throw across the diamond is in time to get the out. Really good play right there, actually, by that's Sheila Urshela there at third base. So, and the thing to keep in mind is that Hunter Renfroe will be a free agent at the end of this season, so he might be with the new team going into next year. Robert Newstrom is going to bat here, and he's been okay this year, 235 average, 1 home run, 7 RBIs. So, you know, his Major League time so far has been, you know, up and down. He did have an injury that he had to work through as well since he got called up, and that's a ground ball stopped by Yandy Diaz. We go to the top of the 3rd inning, and here is Lane Thomas for his second at-bat. Struck out his last time up. 2-1 to him is a fly ball. That's deep into left field, and that one is gone. Lane Thomas with the blast. That one was hit really far, as Lane Thomas gets his 9th of the year, and the Raptors double the lead. It is 2-0. So we've seen Logan Webb already settle into this game for the Raptors, and that's a bad sign for the Scorpions. And the offense here for the Raptors has able to get something off of Glasnow and has been able to touch him for a couple of runs. 441 feet there on the distance. That was an absolute no-doubter by Lane Thomas right there. As Alexander Bogaerts is at the plate, and he's going to take ball 4. So that's a walk, and you know, Tyler Glasnow has already got 60 pitches on his line so far today. Here's Juan Soto. 30 home runs and near 800 OPS this season for him. Really good stat line as he takes that pitch there. I mean, he just looks so, I don't know, I know that's what he does every time, but it just looks like he is very aggressive when he does that, as that's a fly ball, and that one's down the line and bounding off the wall, and yes, around third, and going home, and scoring! Safe as Xander Bogaerts, and another run comes on in off of the Juan Soto double. His 26th double of the year, and it is now 3-0 Seattle. So they keep adding on here and keep adding to Tyler Glasnow's pitch count, and I don't know, Glasnow has been kind of shaky this game. That's a swing and a miss at a pitch way in the dirt. Good play and recovery by Foyofalo to actually get that out there. But Glasnow, you know, this has been an okay start. I don't know. I don't know how many more innings he's going to go. Probably only a couple more. As a good 1-2-3 bottom of the 4th inning for Logan Webb, who has been unbelievable here in the first 3 innings of this start. As Travis Gironod comes up here, as he's going to swing right through that pitch. And Glasnow's already got 1 out in this inning, and now he gets a 2nd out here with the strikeout, as that was a pitch there right at the knees. And Glasnow gets his 4th K. It's, yeah, Gironod, you know, I don't know, man, you gotta pull the trigger on that one with 2 strikes on you. Is now the count full to Solak, and that one is on the corner, okay? Doesn't give, you know, he hasn't been calling those pitches consistently this game. The umpire hasn't, but he gets the benefit of a doubt on that call. Really good location. That was a strike, I think, on the bottom of the corner of the zone. So big strikeout there, and a good couple of Ks. They're 5 now in the game as we go to the bottom of the 4th. 1 out in this inning, and there's Nathaniel Lau, 261 average. 4-15 home runs and 71 RBIs this year. 2-2 pitch. That slider misses on the corner. 4-3. Logan Webb has not allowed a base runner yet in this game. As here's a 3-2 pitch to Lau now. And it's a swing and a miss. Sinker at the knees. And Logan Webb, for him, that's his first strikeout of the game. So kind of surprising it took him this long to get that first K, because he's been pitching so unbelievably well. He's only got 34 pitches right now. That's a swing and a miss. Change up below the knees for another strikeout. And, man, Logan Webb is on tonight. He looks dominant right now. Dominant 4 innings so far in this game for him. And Seattle takes a 3-0 lead to the 5th inning now. So here's Lane Thomas. Had the home run last time. He's going to swing at that one. Kind of a panic swing way inside with the pitch, and he somehow even hits that one. I don't even know how he did hit that ball, but that's a ground out. So halfway home in this game, and Phoenix behind 3-0 with their offense doing absolutely nothing off of Logan Webb right now.
2-2.
Robert Newstrom at the plate, and a 2-2 to him here. It's a swing and a miss. I mean, just ridiculously filthy. Inside fastball there. I mean, absolutely nothing you can do with that pitch right there at all. And 5 shutouts. I'm not even going to mention it, but I mean, Logan Webb has been unreal. As Jackson Jobe comes on out of the bullpen here, 175 innings for his 39th appearance, 4.31 ERA, 132 strikeouts. So he's, you know, his averages against are not very good, are pretty good, actually pretty solid. But he has struggled with the walks a little bit this year, 77 of them this season. As that's a swing and a miss. And big strikeout there. Xander Bogaerts goes down swinging. And so for Tyler Glasnow tonight, 5 innings in this one, 3 hits and 3 runs allowed in this start. So overall, wasn't a bad outing. As that's a swing and a drive by Juan Soto here into a right field, and it's gone. Juan Soto with a no-doubt home run. His 31st of the year, and it is now 4-0 Seattle. So they just keep adding on to this lead here, and 3rd home run of the game for them. Yeah, Juan Soto knew that one right away, and not quite into the seats out there in right field as Jackson Jobe gives up that home run, and that's a ground ball though, and he does recover to get the double play and get out of the inning. But the Raptors, I mean, they're in complete control and command of this game right now. They extend the lead again with another home run. They've been using the most out of their hits. Every single one of the hits that they've gotten has produced a guy crossing and stepping on home plate so far in this game. So we go bottom of the 6th. I mean, Tyrone Taylor is up here 3 for 9 in this series. And, I mean, we got Logan Webb. They got to do something here against Logan Webb right now. 0-2 pitch. As that's a swing and a miss. Taylor down on strikes. I mean, Webb has got his 4th strikeout now. After getting none through the first, you know, almost 4 innings of this game. But look at these locations right there. I mean, those are 3 really fantastic pitches right there. Especially that first and that last one. So, Logan Webb just dominating right now. That sinker misses, and that, oh man, that breaks up the perfect game. That's the first base runner Phoenix has gotten in this contest so far, as Adam Hazley comes on up 0 for 1 on the night. It's 799 OPS for him this season. He's been very, very solid for Phoenix this year. And a 1-0, that's a ground ball. Stopped at shortstop. They get one there, and over to first. It is a double play. And the second one turned in this game as Logan Webb. 6 innings. No hits for Phoenix so far as we go to the 7th inning. Nick Solak at the dish here for Jackson Jobe, as that's a 4-seam fastball there. Bottom of the zone. Good pitch by Jackson Jobe. Want to show you him a little bit more here, as he is a rookie, and so, you know, hopefully he's a part of this team's future rotation for a lot longer here, as that's a swing and a miss. That ball way in the dirt, and yeah, Andy Diaz, don't know what he is swinging out there, and a couple of strikeouts there for Jackson Jobe as we go to the bottom of the 7th. And here's Wander Franco trying to lay down a bunt here, and that is not going to be fair. I mean, fair enough. Honestly, you try anything at this point against Logan Webb, as he's going to go around on that sinker in the dirt. Man, I mean, another strikeout for Webb. That's number 5 for him on the day. And 6.1 unbelievable innings here. Nathaniel Lau now comes on out. He's over 5 so far. Did not get a hit in the previous game. Here's that 4-seam is a ball, but the pitch count for him is also in an unbelievable spot 10. You got a 4-pitch inning in the 2nd inning. I mean, you want to pause that and see his pitches per inning. His max to pitching per inning is like 14 or something ridiculous like that. As that one stopped by Diaz, but Lau was going to beat it out. And he's saved, and they scored a base hit. Oh, man. An infield single breaks up the no-hitter here in the 7th inning. That is a little disappointing, honestly. I mean, good job to Brandon Lau to, you know, to beat that one out. But, I mean, I think if you're going to talk to Yanni Diaz there, he's going to say that that was a play that he should have made right there. As Marcus Semien is up here, he fouls that first pitch away. 0-2 today. And that's a swing and a miss. Slider, bottom of the zone. Logan Webb, after getting no strikeouts for the first 3 innings, has 6 of them now. Here, all of them in the last few frames. So, yeah, it's disappointing that the no-hitter ends, but still, 75 pitches, as that's a fly ball into center field. I mean, Logan Webb could go the distance in this game still, as that one is caught. I mean, easily a quality start, and that's another, you know, another out there by Soto, and Victor Gonzalez comes out of the bullpen, and he has been very bad this season. 6.6 ERA. I'm not really sure why you're even pitching him anymore at this point in the year, with your team still needing to try to get to the postseason, as that one is into the gap, and it's down, and I believe that is scoring. Yeah, that was Xander Bogaerts there, and it's an RBI double. So, second RBI double of the game for Juan Soto, and it's 5-0 now Seattle. They just, you know, they've continued to add on all game long to this lead, and that is going to be the end of the top of the 8th inning. So, yeah, this game, I mean, Seattle, again, making the most of their hits in this one, but up 5-0 here with Logan Webb pitching as good as he is. You know, I don't know about the chances here. Alec Bohm is going to swing and drive this one, though, into left field. Hang on. And Alec Bohm is going to break up the shutout now here in the 8th inning. That's his 12th home run of the year. And finally something here off of Logan Webb. Only the second hit for the Scorpions tonight, but it's now a 5-1 game. And that was a good swing by Alec Bohm. I've liked what I've seen from him this year. He hasn't been starting the entire season for the Scorpions, but, you know, I've liked what I've seen from him. He's had a good numbers and a good stat line this year. Harafalo is going to ground that one over to shortstop, throws over to first base in time for the out. So that is going to end the inning. I think, I mean, you know, Logan was only at 88 pitches, so he will probably get the 9th inning, I think. But the Scorpions are on the board here in this one. Might be a little too late in this one at this point. Still down by 4 runs in this game. And we might just go straight to the 9th, though we're going to go to the top half of the inning first. Jared Walsh is at the plate here, and he's going to swing and drive it down the line and left, but it's going to go foul. Oh, man, 6.7 feet outside of the foul pole there. Jared Walsh looking for his 2nd homer of the game. Another full count pitch on Newcomb on the mound for Phoenix as that one is driven into right field now, and that one is gone. Jared Walsh, 33rd homer this year, his 2nd of the game. And that one was a little bit more of a no-doubt bomb. I mean, it wasn't really a fully no-doubt bomb, but that one is a little bit more closer. Not as close to going out as the last one that he hit in this game. So Jared Walsh gets a homer, and the 5-run lead is back again for Seattle. And, they've shown you a lot here. Their offense, this game has been good. We're seeing Tim Mesa come out again. We've seen him a lot recently here out of the Seattle bullpen, as there's one down in this inning, and so no complete game opportunity for Logan Webb, which I don't think is really the right move. I mean, in a 5-run game, why not try to have Logan Webb pitch the whole game here? But anyway, 1st and 3rd, that's a pop-up, though. Marcus Semien missed the chance for Phoenix to get back in this game with that pop-out. So there's 2 down now in the 9th inning, and Mesa's only got to get 1 more out. Seattle's offense, I like what I've seen from them. I think this is a strong team, and they are going to be 1 step closer now to a postseason berth here with this win. I don't know what their magic number is exactly at this point in the season, but full count pitch to Hunter Renfroe now. Down to the last strike, and it's a ground ball. Stopped. Oh, diving attempt by Urshela, but the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts, gets it. Throws it to first in time to get the last out, and retire the side here in the 9th. And the Raptors win this one pretty cleanly. I mean, led from basically the start of this game from the 2nd inning on, and were in control for the entire game basically here, as they get an awesome start from Logan Webb. And the offense was good throughout this game. And I got 6 runs off of 6 hits tonight. A couple of home runs for them. 3 homers total. Actually, 4 home runs total for them in this game. 2 by Walsh, 1 by Soto, and another one by Lane Thomas. That's the only one of 2 hits that the Scorpions got all day in this bowl game here. There's the only run that they got, that home run from Alec Boehm. But yeah, this will be interesting. The Scorpions, I think they also play, Nashville as well towards the end of the season. I might be wrong about that opponent exactly, but they are going to be playing another playoff, another team that is looking to be in the playoffs in the National League in one of their last series of the season. So, this is a team that's got to start winning here, and these are, they're the most important games for them. They fall, now I think they're 4 games behind Seattle for this last wildcard spot. So they're in a little bit of trouble here. 10 games left. Still enough time to make up some ground, but they got to win the rest of the games that they play against Seattle here. And they got to hope Seattle cools down in the last week of the season there. As you see the Seattle team, again, 4 home runs, as I mentioned. Walsh with 2 of them, and he's been awesome this year, man. That average of 285 now, 88 RBIs for him. Soto up to 86 RBIs. He had a couple of doubles in this game with 3 RBIs. And Logan Webb, an unbelievable start, 17th win of the year. 8 innings pitched this game, 2 hits allowed, and 1 run and 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, a 3.03 ERA for him this season. So fantastic line for Logan Webb. Good line for Tim Mesa as well. Gets the scoreless inning at 3.83 ERA for him now. And for Phoenix, like this lineup, I mean, they got to do some more here. Their offense was very ineffective in this game, obviously. Brandon Lau was the only guy to get multiple hits for them in this one. 12 home runs by Alec Boehm, who's got a 260 batting average, 50 RBIs now in the season for him. But as I scroll down to what the pitchers did, this is going to be it for this episode here. I mean, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of the last couple of weeks of the season. So Next time, we will have some critical situations, and then we're actually going to focus on some pitchers in the next episode here. Tyler Glasnow, really good start. I mean, a pretty decent start for him in this one. Does get the loss, though. The bullpen, each person gave up a run, though, in this bullpen for Phoenix. But we'll have Adam Wainwright's last start of his career in the next episode. And then Nick Lodolo is trying to close in on Rookie of the Year this year. He is going to make his final start of the season as well. Kind of been wanting that to be a statement start for him to close that award up and put that award in the bag. And that would be the second year in a row that the Vipers would get a Rookie of the Year because they had Spencer Torkelson last year. But that'll do it for me at the end of this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching this one. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more from me. Thanks for the recent support on this series. And we'll be back with more, late season action next time here as this year wraps up. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a great day, everybody, and God bless.